Is the auto bed leveling feature on your Anycubic Kobra 3D printer not working properly? Stick around, I think I got the answer for you. My name's Michael, and this is Primal Designs. I recently purchased the Anycubic Kobra Max. It's my second FDM printer, and I am completely satisfied with that purchase. Well, now I'm completely satisfied. Let me explain. When the printer came in, it was an easy assembly, took me no time at all. I got my first test printout, which is that little owl that they send you, and it looked fantastic. And I couldn't wait to get started. I already had a list of things ready to print on this puppy. With a huge print area, 400 by 400 by 450, plenty of room to do all the things I need to do right now. However, I ran into a little bit of a problem. Now, this printer has an auto leveling feature, which I got to admit is fantastic. But for some reason, it wasn't auto leveling correctly. If you've done any 3D printing, you know those first few layers are really important to get a good, decent print. But for some reason, the first few layers on my larger prints were horrible. One side looked perfect, like a perfect bead of silicone sitting on the tray. The other side looked like something that was stepped on by an elephant. It was unreal. And no matter how many times I ran the leveling feature, I couldn't figure it out. And on this, maybe I'm wrong, but I looked all over the internet. I looked on Anycubic's website. I checked YouTube, everywhere. Nowhere could I find where you were able to manually adjust this bed. It was strictly, at least what I can see, an auto leveling situation. But again, that wasn't working for me. One side of the printer was clearly too high as compared to the other. And no matter how many times I ran the auto level feature, it just wasn't working. So what I did was look around. Now there's two lead screws on either side of this printer that control the Z-axis. What I did was I disconnected the lead screw on one side using these 4 bolts, popped them loose, took the belt off, and was able to use the couplers down here at the bottom to manually adjust the height. Now I did all this while the printer was together. The one you're looking at right here is another one. That's how satisfied I am with this printer. I went out and bought a second one. But what I had to do was just, while it was put together, is adjust these couplers and just make sure that the distance between this rail right here and the top rail were as close to perfect as I could possibly get it. Once I did that, I reinstalled the belt, put everything back together, tightened up all the screws, did another bed leveling process, and ever since then, look at the results. I can't complain with that. This really is a top-notch printer, and I couldn't be happier with it. It's my 4th printer that I've got so far. I've got 3 FDM printers and a resin printer, and they're all Anycubic. And I keep going back because they're solid printers, they're at a good price, and I haven't tried anything else. And nobody out there is sending me any printers, and unless somebody out there wants to send me a printer to test out, I'm sticking with the Anycubic for right now. Anyway, I hope this tip helps somebody out there because I couldn't find any videos to help me through this problem. So hopefully if you've got the Anycubic Kobra and you're trying to figure out the same issue I am, or something's not quite right, maybe this tip will help you out. Thanks for tuning in. You all have a great day. My name's Michael, and this is Primal Designs. Have a good one.